U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. completed a 2-week marathon of congressional hearings where he clashed with some lawmakers. Wednesday, he testified before the Senate Finance Committee and the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. Sherelle Hubbard has details on the most explosive exchanges.
HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. grilled on Capitol Hill.
Does the president know there is a historic measles surge occurring nationwide?
You want me to answer?
The question is just a very simple question.
Just want a grandstand.
You're going to get your opportunity.
You want a grandstand.
Congressional hearings focused on the proposed HHS budget for fiscal year 2027 forced the health secretary to defend his views on the measles outbreak, misinformation, and more.
I think it's safe to say the trust gap has worsened over the last year due to false statements about safety and efficacy of vaccines for preventable diseases like measles.
The secretary capping 2 weeks of back-to-back congressional hearings Wednesday with fiery back and forths.
You have a lot more power to negotiate than we do.
Stakes.
We got the lowest prices in history.
By health care costs, and you and Donald Trump are actually making the problem worse. The American public deserves better.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren pushed back on Kennedy's claim that Trump RX, the administration's direct-to-consumer portal that launched in February, offers the lowest prices for brand-name drugs, with Republican Senator Tom Tillis noting China's growing role in drug development and medical research.
China gets the manufacturing. America gets lower prices on drugs we didn't invent, produced in facilities that we don't own, and you've already alluded to the unacceptable circumstances in China.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.